Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Mamoswine EX from the newly released set Journey Together. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the entire Mamoswine EX line. We do run the 4 Swinub, the 2 Piloswine, as well as the 3 copies of Mamoswine EX. And we do have a pretty good ability that does complement the attack with the Mana Hauler ability. Once per turn, you can search out your deck for any Pokemon and put it into your hand. As well as we do have the Rumbling March for our attack. For the 2 fighting energies, we can do 180 base damage plus 40 more damage for each stage 2 Pokemon on our bench. So to help us bump up that damage, we do run the 2 copies of this Luxray here, of the ability Swelling Flash. If we are behind in prizes, we can put this Pokemon right onto our bench without having to evolve it up. We also do run the Garganacl line in this deck. We do run the 2 Nacli, the 1 Naclstack, as well as the 2 Garganacl for that ability Energizing Rock Salt. Once per turn, we can attach a fighting energy from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon and then heal 30 damage for doing so. And then lastly, we do run the Pidgeot line. We do run the 2 Pidgey, the 1 Pidgeotto, and the 2 Pidgeot EX for that quick search ability. Once per turn, we can search out our deck for any card and put it into our hand. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our ace spec, we do have Precious Trolley. You can search out your deck for any number of basic Pokemon and put them right onto your bench. And then for our stadium cards, we just have the 1 copy of the Pokemon League Headquarters. Attacks used by basic Pokemon for you and your opponent will cost an extra colorless energy. And then for our supporters, we do have the 4 copies of Arven. You can search out an item card and a tool card. The 2 Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 2 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of Professor Turo's Scenario, where you can put 1 Pokemon in play back into your hand and then discard any attached cards. And then for the tool cards, we have the 1 copy of Big Air Balloon. If this is attached to a stage 2 Pokemon, it will have a 0 retreat cost. And then we do have the 1 copy of the Rock Chestplate. When this is attached to a fighting Pokemon and when it is in an active spot, it will take 30 damage less from your opponent's Pokemon. And then lastly, for the tool cards, we have the 2 copies of the TM Evolution. We can quickly evolve up 2 Pokemon in 1 turn. So ideally on the first turn of the game, you definitely want to go second so that you can use this TM Evolution. And then for the energy cards, we got the 1 copy of the Reversal Energy for Luxray, and then we do have the 6 basic fighting energies. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Nice, we do win it. So let's go second here, have them go first. And yeah, that's a mulligan. Hopefully we get an energy card and Arven. That's basically what we're looking for. Okay, looks like they didn't take a single mulligan here. They got SB on sleeves, so maybe this could be an evolution deck. We reshuffle. Two Buddy Poffins. I don't know, is it really worth to go for the Iono? I think maybe not. They got Screamtail. And saying that there's a Gardevoir, maybe it's not worth it. Artisan. They get Drifloom, especially if they have 4 cards. Do we really want to use Iono when we already have Rare Candy Mamoswine in our hand? Another Rare Candy. That's pretty crazy. I don't know, should we try and go for 3? I don't know, maybe let's try 3. Hopefully they don't just set up Gardevoir in 1 turn. Ultra Ball. Or hopefully they don't use Iono. Gardevoir? Wow. Gardevoir is already here. I feel like that has to be a supporter card. Psychic Embrace for the 1 energy, so they need to retreat out. Okay. Move it over Monkey Dory, I guess, 20 damage. No, they just go for the attack. Okay. Let's get Pidgeot. Yeah, let's end turn. Not too bad. We can definitely... take a win here. Okay, they move damage counters over. They're probably gonna knock out Nacli, actually. Yeah, there's 50. Yeah, let's just go for the 230. See, Luxray. They're going to Drifloom. And I don't see any way they can really make a comeback now. Like, yeah, we're 1-1, but they got like 1 energy in their discard. Earthen Vessel. Ooh, they get rid of Turo for the 2 psychic energies. Unless I'm doing a Night Stretcher back the Screamtail. Yeah, they get that back. And they go into Ralts. Okay. Put the Screamtail back down. What are we doing? 230? Yeah, let's knock out the Ralts. So what is that? 2 Psychic Energy still. So what do we pick up? Arven. We definitely want to one-hit KO that Gardevoir, especially now that's the only Gardevoir they have in play, so it's pretty bad for them, especially they lost the Ralts. And they even got rid of Turo also, so... yeah, not looking good for them. They Artisan. And I think, yeah, the only supporter card they've seen is the Turo. And they do pick up another Ralts, okay. I feel like they're just probably going to do the same move this turn also. Move damage counters over and then do the 30 damage. Yeah, they got the Screamtail. Okay, they got 3 energy cards this time. They actually could knock something out, I believe. Because they will do, what, 120? So if they don't move any damage counters over, it looks like they're doing 120. They could knock out the Piloswine, I guess. Or... I don't know. Yeah, they do go for the Piloswine. See, do we have rare candies? I think that was really the last one, honestly. And then maybe let's get Poke League headquarters. Yeah, let's use Garganacl, heal 30 damage from Mamoswine. So we pick up Rare Candy. We're going to Drifloom, so Curlia, yeah, it looks like they're not catching a break here. How many supporters does Gardevoir normally run? I don't know. But I feel like we did a good play by not using our Ionos at all. Because for our supporter cards, yeah, we didn't use a single supporter card here. Because it's just either Arven or Iono, really. Counter Catcher. Ooh, they're gonna get the Garganacl. I don't know, 270. So do we have Super Rod in this deck? Okay, we do. Yeah, and I guess we'll get these three. Yeah, they're just making it really tough to one-hit KO that Gardevoir. We're always just at one stage 2 Pokemon short. We always have 4 when we need 5 in play. And they Night Stretcher. So I feel like they're probably going to get Screamtail here, maybe. Because I feel like Gardevoir is doing pretty well with Screamtail, since there's really no way to protect the bench. Okay, no, they get Fezandipiti. Let's see if they play a supporter card here. I feel like if they do pick up something, they will use it. They get Artisan, Nest Ball. Yeah. Looks like they're probably going to get Drifloom or Screamtail with the Nest Ball, maybe. Yeah, they only have 1 of each in the discard. They get Mew EX. Yeah, I feel like they basically now just lost this. They got no attackers. Morty's Conviction. They get rid of Nest Ball. Because even the Enzarua doesn't have any, or the Enzoric doesn't have any moves to copy. Okay, they Super Rod. I guess they can attack with Gardevoir also. The Gardevoir and the Mew EX are basically their attackers here. They Earthen Vessel the Bidoof away. And they go for the Psychic Embrace, so... Okay, looks like they're gonna go for the Monkey Dory. For the Confusion. So I really just want to take this game here. But... You know what, we can even knock out the Mew EX actually, or the Fezandipiti. So yeah, I feel like that's what we're gonna do. Unless they use Unfair Stamp, that's okay, no, Mind Bend. Let's see, it's Big Air Balloon. Yeah, it is in the deck. Let's gust up the Fez. 600 damage. Yeah, there we go. Last two prize cards. Ultra Ball and Mamoswine. Okay, looks like they're going first, so that's pretty ideal for us. Yeah, let's go for the Iono. Hopefully we can just get a TM evolution. We do not. Yeah, let's go for the Call for Family. Pick up. Oh, looks like Fezandipiti got prized. Never mind. Let's attack anything. Yeah, looks like they're just going over to TM Evolution, get 2 Frogadier. I don't know why they got this Kangaskhan here. Okay, they just get 1 Frogadier. Oh, now we get the TM Evolution when we don't need it. And I guess let's get Pidgeotto. We should have gotten Pidgeot actually, now that I think about it. We could have just Arven for Rare Candy get Pidgeot. Then we get Garganacl. See, they play Jacques, so they're probably gonna get Frogadier and Greninja. Double Greninja. Yeah, they got the fighting and the water. Yeah, now let's get Naclstack. Go for the KO. So we pick up Mamoswine. Yeah, this must be like some sort of like deck they must be testing out. Ooh, they do go for the Iono. So we go down to 4 cards. Get the other Greninja down. And they Buddy Poffin for 2 more Snow Run. So yeah, Shinobi Blade. Yeah, I think we just might Turo back into our hand here. No, get the Luxray. Yeah, we're literally 10 damage short. So unfortunate. Let's see, Brock Scouting. They get the Frostlass. I don't know, let's get the Rock Chestplate. See if we can just survive one more turn. Manifaller, just, I don't know, pick up anything. Let's go for the KO. See, there's a Fezandipiti. So I'm hoping just to take a one-hit KO on this Greninja. Hopefully they don't knock out Mamoswine, because what, we have 160? I think they actually might, yeah, have another Frostlass. Yeah, they are. 3 Frostlass now. Okay, looks like that Rock Chestplate definitely saved the day, actually, because I think we definitely make it. The Frostlass will do 10 damage each, bringing us up to 330. And then we just evolve up the Piloswine, hopefully, and knock them out. Hopefully it's not prized. There's even an Ultra Ball. Come on, let's hope it's not prized. Okay, it is in the deck. It's basically all we needed. 340. Yeah, there we go. We do take 120 to ourselves because they had that ace spec. They take 2 prize cards, and then we take the last 2. We get Super Rod and Arven. There we go. Nice, we do win it. So let's go second here. And looks like we get a mulligan. They get a mulligan. Okay, looks like there's gonna be the standard Dragapult here. Fortunately, we did not get an Arven. See, they open a Duskull, so... And I do feel like we did see TM Evolution in their mulligan, so I'm pretty sure they wanted to go second in my opinion. They play Artisan, they get a Dreepy. It looks like no Buddy Poffin. I don't know, is it worth it to Turo? To use a Call for Family? I don't know. Let's go for that. See, the nest ball for Fezandipiti. Ooh, they do use the Iono. Okay, we finally get an Arven. We can use TM Evolution. We know we have the Pidgeotto in deck. Probably get Piloswine. Yeah, and the Precious Trolley is far too late. They get another Duskull. Yeah, let's just get rid of Trolley and Poffin. So I guess we'll do the Naclstack. And a Pidgeotto. Hopefully we don't get knocked out next turn. Interesting, another Iono. Oh wow, they get pretty unlucky there. And then let's get Pidgeot down. I'm thinking we should maybe, I don't know, it's a tough call. Boss up the Fezandipiti maybe? I don't know, that's what I think. Like, I feel like it's not the biggest deal to KO the Sparkling Crystal Dragapult because it's not like 1 energy means that much for them. They already got a 2 energy Dreepy on the bench anyways. So, yeah, and they got the Arven, so they're gonna probably Ultra Ball for Dragapult. Either way, they're gonna get Dragapult, I feel like, pretty likely. Wow, they Ultra Ball Iono and Arven, so what is that, a 3rd Iono? They get Dragapult. See, we're up to 300. Let's see, hopefully that other Mamoswine is in the deck maybe. Okay, it is. And let's maybe quick search for Earthen Vessel. Nice, we do 340. Counter Catcher and TM Evolution. So yeah, that's probably why it's kind of hard to get a TM Evolution earlier in the game. So it looks like we did the right call by gusting the Fezandipiti. They weren't able to Night Stretcher it back into the deck too easily, or into their hand I mean. So didn't see a single Night Stretcher played. And then they already filled up the bench now, so should be pretty good. They gust us for the Garganacl. Yeah, I just want to get cards out of our deck for like later on. Just in case they use Iono. We'll just have the nonsense go to the bottom of the deck, I guess. Let's knock out Duskull. Let's see, Swinub or Swinub. And they go into Badoo. So they're most likely going to probably item lock us. Cloak, they got one card in their hand. They go for the Recon Directive. Yeah, all they go for is the item lock here. Let's knock out Badoo. Let's see, last prize card, Ultra Ball. There we go. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.